If you're watching this video, your clothing brand is probably below 10K a month. And quite frankly, that's 100% okay. As long as you actually make the decision to actually change. Or just keep doing whatever you were doing before. Honestly, that's just completely up to you. But if you're watching this video, first of all, I just want to congratulate you. Taking the first step, actually acknowledging that your brand is nowhere near to its actual, full potential. And I think coming to a realization that it is actually in the power of you to actually, make that change. So, if you watch the entirety of this video, I'm going to fully show you how to assess your current situation within the brand and find out what's actually stopping you from hitting that 10K a month. Because let's be honest here, scaling to 10K a month has never been easier in 2025 with all the resources that's available. So with that being said, I'm gonna cut you into this video and I hope you get some value out of it. Logically, there's only a couple bottlenecks that are actually stopping you from scaling. That is the first thing that we need to work out, okay? So it's products, your ad creatives, your organic marketing, your website, and the actual mentality of yourself, right? So as a brand owner, right, your mentality has a huge effect in this, right? Because quite frankly, it is also a mental game in business, right? So we're gonna go in we're gonna touch base on every single pointer, okay? See where your bottleneck is and show you how to fix it, okay? So first of all, we're gonna go into the product, okay? So first things first, your product is probably shit if you get no engagement on Instagram. It's that simple, right? Engagement is the number one key factor you're looking for when seeing if your product will work or not, right? The main engagements I like to see are these three things, right? Engagements like personal DMs, saves, comments, and likes, right? So let's just say you post a mock-up on Instagram, right? If you get no DMs saying, yo, when does this drop? Or yo, when is this, what's the material on this? Or any curiosity-driven DMs regarding that product you just posted, then it's probably not that good. Okay, saves as well, because for example, lots of people might be saving to actually copy your design for their brand, right? Meaning it has potential, stuff like that. Obviously, comments, likes, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Very simple. As I said before, if you get absolutely zero traction for even posting a mock-up on Instagram, then I would not recommend you to drop it, right? So this is very important. If this is the case, we have a product issue, okay? Product is the most important part because you gotta understand, like as a clothing brand owner, that is the ultimate value we're providing to our customers, right? If our product is shit, right? No one is, like if my services were shit, I would have zero clients. That's your service, right? I recommend not trying to create something new if you're below 10K a month because you don't have a market base or a product database and you're probably not very good at it, right? So what I would just do is just copy from other brands, okay? This may sound fucking stupid, but hear me out, okay? Find your niche brand leaders and copy their base silhouette, okay? So let me give you an example here. A base silhouette that was in trend, right? You gotta realize, I think it's called Uggs, don't know the exact name, but market was predominantly made for women, okay? Now, Culture Kings, okay? They did a 3% design change and 3% color change, and this other brand here, I forget the name of this brand, but these two brands both copied the market industry leaders at this point, Uggs, okay? And applied 3% design change, 3% color change. As you can see, the base silhouette of the product is awfully similar, right? Which is the part I'm talking about, right? Because they've seen that this product works, but it was in a different market, right? And they added their own branding and obviously their own design. And of course, a little material change as well. That's why I said 3% design change, 3% color change, okay? They both took, this is the main thing I sort of want you to understand, right? They both took an existing base silhouette and applied a 3% design change and add the branding principles too, right? Plus 3% color change, right? Most importantly, the Birkenstock it's Birkenstock, was intended for the women's market, okay? These brands applied the mass-based silhouette model and applied it to a different market targeting, right? So somewhat, this is the exact formula, right? I want you guys to follow if your product is not working, right? Rather than just you being, a creative genius and going to a fresh market and, hey, I'm gonna create the best fucking product ever. By all means, go for it, but I can guarantee you, you're not that special, okay? I'm sorry to say that, but you're not that special, okay? So if you actually wanna get a business going, right, in terms of sales, the best way to do it is copy your industry leaders, right? That have a really solid base silhouette, like the examples I've given you, and then just adding your branding to it. Okay, cool. Main thing is you don't want to overcomplicate this process. Okay, you're probably not going to get a successful product in the beginning. It's just about dropping and adapting. Okay, that's it, right? Like this is a very niched product, right? They figured it out and they made it work. So the whole point of this is to find something that's working with a base silhouette in your niche, okay? And then make 3% design change, make the 3% color change, right? And then if that doesn't work, then adapt, right? And adapt in two ways, right? Number one, find another base silhouette, right? Or make another design change, right? You learn from it, right? Main thing is feedback as well. Feedback from your customers, from your job, right? Literally ask every single individual that liked that post that you dropped, right? And ask them, hey, what did you think of my product? Why didn't you buy? Hey, I'm not forced, that type of stuff, right? This is super important, right? To get customer feedback so you can improve your product. Okay, like to scale a brand in 10K a month, you only need one product. That's it. You don't need 20, 50, fucking thousand products. You just need one product to work. So that's product. Number two is add creatives, okay? You probably realize in this video, I don't even mention ads at all, right? It's because if you're scaling to 10K a month, that the only determining success is your creatives, okay? So if your ads are shit, that means your creatives are shit. It's that simple, okay? You gotta realize 10K a month media buying compared to 100K a month media buying, it's a whole different game. Everything is gonna come down to your ad creatives. If this is the case, there is two ways you need to go. Run more fucking ads or make better creatives that scroll stop, okay? Which we're gonna cover in two, okay? So when I say run more ads, I mean test every little variation that you may have, even the stuff that you think won't matter at all, like background, lighting, props. This is a game, right? You're not going to crack ads just by running it for the first time, right? If you just make 5 creatives and you think that's going to work, you're completely wrong, right? Lots of the brands that are successful, they probably got on their winning creative in like their 1,000, right? So you need to be in the position and the mentality, which I'm going to talk at the end of the video, to literally test every single variable, right? Like background, lighting, props, products, and all that type of stuff, okay? Little things like that really matter, right? And the thing is, like, the more ads you run, if you understand what KPIs to look for, right, and you know the basic ad structure to it, then okay, you're gonna get more data and adapt. It's the same thing with product, right? We need data. Like the number one thing to scaling to 10K a month is data, because we're so new. This is the hard part. Scaling to 30K a month after 10K a month is much easier because we have data, okay? This is the number one thing we need to accumulate, right? Second thing is, if you do have a understanding of that mentality where you have to run more fucking ads, but your ad creatives are still shit, that means you need to make creatives that scroll stop. And obviously there's other creative aspects that make a winning creative, but the most important thing is scroll stop, okay? This is the number one thing I want you to focus on, okay? 3 main pillars for scroll stop creatives, right? Headline plus first line primary text, which goes into emotion, informed problem. Number 2 is color, so color of the creative, right? And number 3 is outstanding quality. The main thing I see underrated is the color and the outstanding quality of the actual creative itself. That's super underrated, okay? So if you look at this creative from Southboy Saga, okay, headline, meet the shoe that sold out 5x. Okay, that already puts the authority, because meet the shoe that sold out 5x, like it puts so much authority into the shoe, because it shows the customers, or it shows the viewers of this ad that the shoe's been sold many fucking times, right? Number 2, color, like the pink, like it matches, and number 2, like it's a pink ad, right? It's very scroll stopping, right? Outstanding quality, like if I zoom into this quality of the shoe, like this, like they didn't do this on like a fucking concrete background, right? They had a real fucking strawberries. Like this is what I mean by quality, okay? Very, very important. So 2 things I want you to focus on if your ad creatives are shit, okay? Run more fucking ads, right? But obviously I want you to understand the basic ad structure, okay? If you have any questions with that, just give me a message on Instagram. I got you, okay? And number 2 is make better creatives, but I want you to focus on the creatives that have scroll stop abilities, because that's the hardest, but that's also the most important. For when people are scrolling, number 1, making it not look like an ad, but number 2, actually them stopping and stopping on your ad. Okay, that's super important. Hopefully you guys understand this ad creatives, right? Number 3 is organic marketing, okay? You need to understand that there's 3 types of funnels, 3 types of different creatives you can post organically. So there's top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content, right? They all serve a different purpose and a different function. But under 10K a month brand owners, right? You're probably not getting attention, right? Which is a top of funnel problem, okay? If your brand Instagram gets no views, no followers, no engagement, or stock on growth where you're not gaining a consistent follower basis every single day, stuff like that, you most likely have a top of funnel issue, okay? Like, first things first, like, undoubtedly, like, you need to research your competitors, like, spend time on this, okay? Like, look at this stuff, right? This is one of my sheets that we've done, right? We have millions of fucking posts from other brands within the competitors, right? By the way, if you want this sheet, just give me a message on Instagram. I'm happy to just send it over to you, okay? Like, this is some of the research we do with me and my clients. Like, it is insane, right? Top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. And again, it sort of goes to the principle of product, right? Like, we're not trying to create the new viral top of funnel content, right? We're literally just finding what's working already in the market, what's already working in the niche. And like, for this, like, quite frankly, like, just copying it, right? Obviously we're selling different products. We obviously might be selling it to a different ICP, but quite frankly, just copying the video, even the length, the hook, the text, and everything, right? As I said here, copy their video structure, but most importantly, their hook, right? Mash that with consistent volume, okay? Like, the number one thing with organic marketing is if it's not growing, you either have shit creatives or you have a volume issue. Like, if you're not posting at least once every single day, then don't come to me saying I have an organic marketing problem and you don't know what to do, right? That's stupid, right? Post more. And then figure out, like, you need more flow to it, right? It's like a brand owner that posts fucking 50 times a day compared to a brand owner that posts, 1 time a day. Like, the brand, like, even the quality of the reels might be shit for brand owner 1. That motherfucker's still going to grow faster than brand 2 because of the volume, right? Volume just neglects luck, right? That's just stupid, right? So main thing is volume, but again, like, you want to have a competitive advantage. So do your research, right? Again, if you want the sheet, just give me a message on Instagram. I'm more than happy to just send it out to you guys so you have that advantage, okay? Number 4 is website, okay? Website at your level where 10K a month is pretty simple. We don't need like an SEO thing or that bullshit. Google, like, okay. You do not need to overcomplicate this at all, okay? If your conversion rate is anywhere below 1%, you have a simplicity or trust issue. It's that simple. So 2 main issues, okay? Okay, so the interface of your website should be very simple, right? From your homepage to the collection page and product page. Don't worry too much about like your other shit on your website. Just dial these 3 down and then worry about the rest later. I can guarantee you're going to increase your conversion rate crazy amounts, okay? So, like, with that being said, when I say simplicity, like if your 80-year-old, your parents or your grandparents can't use it or can't buy from it, then you probably have a simplicity issue, right? It's that simple. So I want you to go through your homepage, collection page, product page, make sure the funnel, so if someone enters through your homepage and then goes to a collection page and goes to a product page, anybody can do it, even a baby, right? That's the most important. That's probably the easiest way to say it, okay? Number 2 is trust. This is probably the biggest thing I see so many brand owners that don't do, so listen up, okay? Trust is everything, and this is most likely your bottleneck, right? If your website conversion rate is shit, right? If your homepage and product page does not have testimonials, reviews, humanized content, or some sort of guarantee, like, this is what I like to call like a safe funnel. Like, you need to apply this, right? I can guarantee if you just do this on your homepage or product page, you're going to double your fucking conversion rate, right? So testimonials are basically different pictures or like different people, your customers that have worn your brand and got them, and then we basically place that on the homepage and the product page, right? Reviews are word reviews from your customers as well, right? If you're a completely new brand and you don't have this, you can screw the review for now and just focus on the testimonial aspect. So like just having different models, different faces, all that matters around your brand, okay? We just want to show some sort of credibility, okay? So humanizing your website as well builds massive trust, okay? Humanized content like adding a studio shoot, adding lifestyle pictures, not just a blank mock-up as a product page, right? This is going to be huge, right? And guarantee, okay? This is huge. Guarantees such as making sure you put the right expectation of a shipping time, right? Maybe below the add to cart, okay? And making sure, even we even did this for a brand and it was crazy results, right? Even identifying where the product is actually made, so USA based, right? And then 100% guarantee, right? Just adding those three, right, below the add to cart just increase that conversion rate huge because it makes the customer feel safe and puts more trust to us, okay? So I guarantee it's that simple. You do not need to overcomplicate this process, okay? So apply these two stuff and you're good. Last thing I sort of want to touch base is your brand owner mentality, okay? The thing you need to realize is this isn't a get rich quick scheme. Like if you think you're going to build a successful brand in 6 months or a year, I recommend switching industries and quit this game now, okay? Like the main thing you need to understand in this game is you're going to fail more times than you win, okay? Because quite frankly, like I've seen more brands fail than they succeed, okay? It's just the brands that go through that period where they keep failing, but they continue to push that actually succeed, right? Everybody's gonna go through that period no matter who, okay? Number two, it takes lots of volume and consistency to figure one aspect around your brand. So for example, your products. Again, I told you before, like just because you dropped one product and you followed this base silhouette model, that doesn't mean this is going to be a winning product, right? It's not. Even your creatives, right? Like the brands are successful, they've tested multiple fucking times, right? And just because you made 8 new creatives and we put them into ads and they don't work, fuck, right? It's not the end of the world, okay? It's just the beginning, right? The more you do that part, the more you get better at it, the more you're going to scale. It's that, okay? Number 3 is like, don't sort of put in the position where someone else is going to save your clothing or come in and save your clothing brand, okay? Everything that you do is 100% your fault and your fault only. No market agency is going to save your brand. No mentor is going to save your brand. Everything should be you, okay? That's the main thing. Number 4 is you need to learn to adapt and change, as the clothing brand industry is always on the go and changing, right? Quite frankly, this is a very hard industry. It's a creative industry, so the product design, the trends, the creatives are all changing. So we need to be on top of that, okay? Cool. Okay, so I'm editing this video now, but if you watch this video and you don't take at least one thing from it and you don't implement it, then you've just wasted your time, right? You just wasted my time, you just wasted your time, right? So take one thing from it, implement it, and see how it goes. If you have any questions with anything revolving around this video or anything I do, just give me a message on Instagram. More than happy to talk, more than happy to help you out. But yeah, see you in the next one.